What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video, I want to show you a couple different ways to use the classic Waves CLA-2A compressor. So we all know the CLA-2A based off of arguably the most famous opto compressor ever made, and very easy to dial in, smooth sounding compressor, but it doesn't offer the most control. And that's where this knob here can come in really handy, this high frequency flat knob. So a lot of people don't use this, but this is really helpful because it helps change how the compressor reacts to the signal. So all the way all the way clockwise, this is set to flat, meaning that the CLA-2A is going to compress all frequencies the same. But the more we turn it counterclockwise towards the high frequency, this is going to introduce high frequency into the compression side chain, which is going to make the compressor react more to high frequencies rather than the low frequencies. So right now I have it set to flat, and this is how it sounds on this vocal.
Oh, we do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
Okay, so that's a little too much compression for me. So what I'm going to do, instead of flat, we're just going to set this to maybe here. And now watch how the compressor reacts.
Oh, we do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
So to me, that sounds smoother. It's less compressed. We didn't hit, or just barely hit, that negative 10 dB gain reduction there. And this is all just by turning this knob. So the other way I'm going to show you to use the CLA-2A, I'm going to switch to setup A here, and that's to use it without compression. So the peak reduction I've set to 0. So now we're just getting the tone and character from the CLA-2A without compressing at all. And this is what it sounds like without it.
Oh, we do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
And now with the CLA-2A without doing any compression.
Oh, we do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
So the way I like to do this is run this gain knob up until I just start to get a little bit of distortion in the vocal. And then from there, since I'm not compressing with the CLA-2A, this allows me to use a cleaner compressor, something like the Waves R-Comp. So let's turn that on and give that a listen.
Oh, we do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
So there's a couple different ways to use the Waves CLA-2A compressor. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. And if you want to check out the CLA-2A and learn more about it, I have a link in the description. All right, any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time. I want to invite you to check out my podcast, the Faders Up Podcast, where we discuss pro audio and beyond. We discuss everything from recording to gear to the music business. So if you're an audio engineer, songwriter, recording artist, music producer, this podcast is for you. We recently started season 2, and we're going to have a lot of listener questions on this season, as well as some really cool guests that's lined up and giveaways as well. So if you've already subscribed and followed the podcast, thank you. If you haven't, it's available on all platforms, and I encourage you to check it out. Also, rate it and review it and let us know what you think.